Flaps are up.
There's 500 feet. Power back. Bring my props back to 1900. And then power back in. Continuing the climb. Alright, we're past 1,000 feet. Climb checklist.
Climb checklist. Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Up.
Nacelles, instruments.
Then checking both set of engine instruments and the left nacelle. Checked.
Checked. Lights.
Sure that the landing lights are off. Set.
Auto feather. Coming off. Prop sync.
On.
Cabin pressurization. I'm checking to make sure that the cabin is pressurizing. Cabin sign. Set. Yaw damp is set. Windshield heat.
Okay, you can look over to the pilot's left, just above his left arm. There's an outside air temperature gauge. At this time, we don't need our windshield heat, so it's set.
That's the full climb checklist. There is an abbreviated climb checklist which covers just the first 4 items as well. We've just finished our high work and we're ready to come in for touch and goes. So the first thing you want to do are your ABCs. A is ATIS for the field that you're going to. B is your touch and go brief. And C is the checklist. So we'll go with the approach checklist. Cabin sign is set, auto feather, armed, brake handle.
Sure that's in.
Prop sync,
Off.
autopilot yaw damp is set. Radios, nav aids, FMS.
Okay, since we're coming back to Navy Corpus, we ensure that we've got our proper frequencies set, including the what we anticipate the next frequency would be. We can go ahead and select 14.0 and 14.0, and we've got power. Channel 87 is fine. And ensure that your CDI, nav aids, and all that are set as applicable. Those are set.
Set. Altimeters.
Ensure that your altimeter corresponds with the current ATIS you've got. In this case, 2992 is set, and I'll set 300 feet.
Set. Crew.
Okay, crew, this is going to be a landing at Navy Corpus on runway 13 right. We'll go ahead and check our gas to see how much gas we got. In this case, we've got 3,000 pounds of gas, and which gives us 12,000 speeds. So our approach speed, VREF, will be 114. There'll be approach flap, touch and go. Once safely on the deck, I'm going to reset or advance the power levers to the 12 o'clock position. We'll tell you to reset my flaps and trim. Call go when the trim and flaps are reset and the engines have spooled up. At that time, I'll advance the power levers to 2100, a minimum of 1800 foot-pounds of torque. When we have a minimum of 102 knots, which are VREV, with takeoff power set, call rotate, and we'll go ahead and rotate the plane at that time.
No question.
Any questions? Briefed.
Pressurization. Ensure we have proper pressurization based off the ATIS. It's set. And windshield heat.
Again, checking to see if it's on. You can go ahead and switch it to off at this time. Set.
Approach checklist is complete. Again, there is an abbreviated approach checklist. If you do the abbreviated climb checklist, all you need is the abbreviated approach checklist as well.
As we're approaching the land, we're getting ready to get configured. I'm going to check my speed and ensure it's below 200 knots. Speed checks, flaps approach.
Speed checks, flaps selected approach.
This time I'm going to advance my props smoothly up to the 2000 full forward position.
Flaps right approach.
Copy. And that time checking below 182, gear down.
Speed checks, gear down.
And then turn the landing lights on at the same time. As soon as you move the landing gear, you can call for the landing checklist. Landing checklist, please.
Landing checklist. Flaps.
Approach.
Props.
Full forward.
Landing gear.
Down and locked.
Down and locked. Lights.
Set.
Landing checklist complete.
Alright, once clear of the runway. Okay, after landing checklist, please.
After landing checklist. Radar. Standby. Transponder. Standby. Lights.
Turn off everything but the beacon is set.
Anti-ice. De-ice.
Turn off my hot 5. Off.
Auto ignition. Turn off both auto ignitions. Off. Flaps.
Flaps up.
Bring them to the up position. Up. Pressurization. I'm going to check to see that we are depressurized by opening the D window on my side. Let that rush of air come in to verify we are depressurized. And auto feather is off after landing checklist complete.
Okay, we're in the chocks. Secure checklist.
Secure checklist. Parking brake.
Set.
Avionics master. Off. Inverter. Off. Environmental switches. Coming to off. Auto on the vent blower. And off on the aft blower. The response is off, auto, off. Props.
Take them both back to the feather position.
Ignition levers.
Bring it back to fuel flow to go to 0 and ITT to roll back smoothly. Fuel cut off.
Standby pumps.
Ensure both standby pumps are in the off position.
Oxygen. I'm going to ensure that the green handle is in and the response is off. And lights.
As soon as both props are not turning anymore, static, go ahead and turn the beacon off.
Gang bar.
You go ahead and turn, pull the game bar to that position, which will turn off the battery as well as both generators.
And control lock.
And you can go ahead and insert the control lock at that time.